Hey guys, welcome back to Selenium with Java September 2023 batch, online training session 7. In today's session, I will cover few of the important Selenium WebDriver topics like how to handle frame, how to capture screenshot, how to handle Windows alert, what is headless browser testing, how to handle cookies, what is the importance of ByAll Locator in Selenium WebDriver, how to select an option from auto suggestive dropdown. And next session onward, there will be two sessions for test engine framework. Then session 10 and 11 will be for the data driven keyword hybrid framework, and last session will be BD and Cucumber. So what is frame? So you already learned like how to deal with different kind of web element. It can be edit box, radio button, top down, image, right? All this stuff. But in case frame is available, right? And within the frame, there will be definitely this kind of element will be available, right? Text, images, all this stuff. But in case any frame is available and you are not handling the frame, then you cannot identify the you can identify it, but you will not able to interact the element inside the frame. So first you need to handle the frame, then you can interact the element only inside the frame. So frame is a web page which is embedded in another web page or an HTML document embedded inside another HTML document. The frame is often used to insert content from another source, such as an advertisement, into a web page. The frame or iframe tag specifies that frame or iframe is available in the page. How you will understand? So user cannot detect the frame by just seeing the page. In case you are just seeing the page, you will not able to understand. So how you can do it? Suppose say this is the web page, sample web page where frame is available. Only this portion, okay, droppable portion. But outside it, right, you are not able to see any kind of frame option, right? If you right click it, just simply right click. But here in that particular section box, right, if you right click, you would able to see some option called frame. You could see view frame source or view reload frame. So that is the option means some frame is available, but only those portion where frame is available. So how can you, without right clicking, how can identify in the page that any kind of frame is available or number of frame also available in or not, right, in that particular stuff. So you need to open the application using any browser, right click on the page. If you also are able to find option like reload frame option, then there must be frame inside the web page. Otherwise, how you can do it? Press F12 button from the keyboard after opening the page in any browser. Okay, press Ctrl F, Ctrl F. Okay, you need to go to the element tab, press Ctrl F, and here search with iframe. Okay, you could see there is a iframe, one option is available. Okay, right, means there is a frame. You could see it is highlighting the whole section. It is highlighting the whole section because this frame, sometime iframe what might be there, but whenever that iframe is starting with a tag name, that means that is a frame. So you could see what is the count, 1 of 1 means only within that particular page only one frame is available. So in case the frame is available, you need to handle the frame first. After that only you can interact with the element. Okay, so how can you get the count frame is available? So frame is a tag name, right? Because iframe is a tag name, you could see it's iframe div tag, like the input like tag, just like a tag. Iframe is a tag name. So with the help of the tag name count, you can get to know how many number of frame is available in the web page. So let's go to the Eclipse and let's see how many pages available, frame is available. So this is the stuff we are always doing, right, for setting the properties for the Chrome driver. So this is the webdriver.chrome.driver, and this is the path for the Chrome driver. And WebDriver is the interface. We are creating the object or instance using Chrome driver class, and we are maximizing it, and we are just getting the query, right, our URL. Now, in case we want to get how many frame is available, right? So how can I get it? So driver dot find elements. Okay, you could see this is the find elements. So this will give you list of web element, right? Find element. Here I can use by dot tag name. Okay, I can give that what is the iframe tag. Then how I can get it? I can get it with the help of the count method or size. Sorry, size dot size. You could see what SIZ. What is return type? Return type is integer, coming from the list interface. So I can store in some integer. Okay, let's try to store in some integer, say frame count, that is the variable, and now I can simply print it out, right? So that is the way I can get to know how many frame is available. That is my first headache, so that I can interact with the frame. Now let's try to run the code. So it will open the page and it will identify the frame count with the help of the automated skip. You don't need to manually intervene anywhere. You could see the count is coming as 1. Now I already know that, right, there are 1 frame available in that page. So definitely I can easily handle the frame because it is 1. In case more frame might be available, so you can also handle the frame. So what is the technique to handling the frame? Right, there are 3 ways. Okay, so we have to either use frame index. Index means it will go with 0, 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, you can go with the frame name or ID, which will be string. Otherwise, you can go with the frame web element reference. So to switch between frames, user have to use the driver switch to dot frame command. User can use the switch to frame in 3 different way. One is with the help of the indexing, which will be integer. So pass the frame index and driver will switch to that frame. Otherwise, if in case you know the frame ID or frame name, you can also give it will be string in that format. Otherwise, in case sometime you know the web element reference, you can also pass it with the help of the web element reference. So this is the 3 way we can deal with the frame. Once we are able to detect the frame properly, then we can go to the element inside the frame and you can interact it. Now let's try to do some simple operation. So there is an option, right, called drag me and drop, right? So drag and drop operation I want to perform, but that is inside the frame. This is the drag element and this is the drop element. So let's try to identify this element first. Okay, so what is this called? ID draggable, right? So if you just control F again, paste it here, you could see that draggable first item is with the help of the ID is only one item is available called draggable ID. You need to see what is ID. Draggable item might be there, but ID with draggable equal to only one item available. Okay, yeah, that is the ID, right? ID equal to draggable, only one item available. So what I will do, I will store in some web element reference, web element called source equal to driver dot find element by dot id. What is the id? Draggable. So that I want to drag and I want to drop with somewhere. So we need to import that web element, right, from the org.openqa.selenium package, and there is a droppable item drop, right, so that I can also identify what is that. This is called droppable. ID is droppable. So what I will be doing, I will be creating one web element reference called target, because where I want to place it, target will be droppable. So these two identify, I already identify the two element, right, I already store in source and target. But in case you want to do the drag and drop operation, so what you need to do, you need to create a object for actions class. Actions is a class available in Selenium WebDriver. Actions, I can create a new object called act equal to new actions. Here you need to provide the driver reference. So that is the way we can create a object or instance for the actions class, where a lot of method will be available called drag and drop, all this stuff you could see. If you just press dot after using that object, you will be getting to know all the methods available in the actions class. So click and hold, context click is nothing but the same. Right click, double click, you can do it sometime also. So these are the different things available. So here what I'll be using is drag and drop, because I want to drag and drop the item. So drag and drop method I'll be calling it source and target. After that you need to build the operation, so I'll be calling the build method from the actions class and then perform. Okay, that is the way I can drag and drop. Now let's try to run the code and let's see whether the drag and drop is happening. Okay, so you could say draggable item is available in that particular page, right? This is the draggable item, this is the droppable item. Both the item is available, but if you running your code, right, it will fail the test cases. So that part I can comment it out, because I just initially I returned that code to get the number of frame available. But if you run the code, there is no problem in the code. but still your code will fail. You will not able to identify any element. Why? So in case you are having this kind of error, you already identified the element, but your still code is failing. There might be couple of such element exception. There might be couple of problem. Okay, one is that maybe your element ID right got changed, or element is not there present in the thing, or sometime right page is taking more time to load it, right? Or maybe there might be some frame available at the end you did not handle the frame properly. So these are the couple of problem might be there in case your element identification is still proper, but still you are not able to interact the element, or you are not able to identify the element properly, and it is throwing no such element exception error. So here I already know, right, that there is a frame available. So how to handle the frame? There is a three way, either through indexing or through name or ID or web element reference. Let's see for this particular frame what are the different options available. Okay. So here what I can do, again I can start with search with iframe, and you could see this is the tag name frame. Okay, so what is available here? It is only available some class reference, that means web element reference, but there is no name or IDs available. Sometimes it can be available, it will depend, because whatever way right developer have developed right the, or the developed that particular element, they can give some ID which will be unique in nature, or frame ID or name or web element reference. Otherwise you can go with the indexing. So here only one frame is available, so indexing will be always 0, right? It will be starting with 0 1 2. In case 3 frame is available, you can go with 0 1 and 2. So first I will try to identify the frame here with the help of right the indexing, and then I will go with that web element reference, because there is no ID or name for the frame is available. So how to handle the frame? After opening the page, I need to handle the frame, then only I can handle the frame, means I will go to that particular portion. Once I handle the frame, then I can identify the element called draggable and droppable, then I can do the operation drag and drop here. Okay, so driver dot switch to, okay, dot frame. Here you could see this is three thing is coming. This is called method overloading, right, for the frame method. So indexing, right, integer argument or string argument or web element reference. So here I will select that one 0, because only one frame was available. So that is the way I can handle the frame, and now my code will work fine. Okay, now let's try to run and let's see whether the drag and drop is happening properly or not. So it will open the page, it will handle the frame, then it will try to identify the draggable, droppable. You could see drag and drop is happening now. So it is identifying the element draggable, droppable. Then with the help of the actions class and drag and drop method, it is moving the right one element to the other element. Drag and drop is happening. So this is the one way. Another way here, because there is no ID or name is available, so I can use some web element reference. Driver dot switch to. So what is the web element reference? Web element reference in web element. What is web element? Is nothing but the right, but it will be by dot element locator ID and then the corresponding value. So that part I will be giving it by within that bracket by dot what is available class name here for this web element, right? You could see this is the class name available, and that part I will copy it and then I will paste it here and I will try to run it now. Otherwise, in case the frame name or ID is available, you can also go with that. Driver dot switch to driver dot switch to sorry dot frame, sorry dot frame here. Yeah, I think it will be fine now. Switch to is a method. Driver dot switch to dot frame, here it will be not that one, it will be complete driver dot find element, driver dot find element by dot id, like that, by dot class name. Yeah, I think now it should work. And another thing, another bracket I need to give. So wave element means divert dot find element reference, right? Here you already created the wave element. You could see this is the wave element reference. So that part you need to completely give it. Either any element locator. Divert dot switch to dot frame, and this is the wave element reference. Now if you run your code, it should work properly again. So any of the way, right, with the help of indexing or ID or name, whatever is available in that frame, it will depend. Every page will having the different variation, right? And you need to act accordingly, whatever is available. So that is the way you can handle the frame. After that, you can interact with the element. Otherwise, in case you are not handling the frame, you will not able to interact with the element. Why? Because inside the frame that object is available, and in case you are not handling the frame, your browser cursor will not able to go to the inside the element, and it will throw that no such element exception error. Yeah, I think some question was having, right? Anyone is having some question? Yeah, go ahead. No, no, this is different story. This is kind of Windows handle, right? This is Windows handle. You can go to that, yeah, right. And with the help of the window element, right, ID, you can go with the similar way. You can use Windows handle. List of web element will be displayed. After otherwise, you can go to the parent, child, right, Windows element ID 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah, that is the way you can interact with that one. Windows and yeah, on only frame handling. So that is the way you can handle the frame. So in that relation with the frame, I will cover one topic. Then I will take one more question in case you are having. So here in that particular context, I will try to let you know how you can capture the screenshot. So why capturing screenshot is really required? So it does not matter like what any kind of testing you are doing. It can be functional testing, performance testing, API testing, automation testing. But from the testing standpoint, right, you would always require, right, to capture the screenshot whether test case is pass or fail. That's what matter. Otherwise, you cannot provide in justification that you have already run it or any kind of defect is there or not, right? So from the testing standpoint, you always need to capture the screenshot whatever it test case is pass or fail. So capturing the screenshot for the test execution is one of the important script in any test automation which help user to identify defect and problem by referring the screenshot. So Selenium WebDriver also provide text screenshot interface to capture screenshot of the web page when any kind of exception or error or mismatch happen during the execution of the code. So sometime, right, you are finding some fallacy, right, and you are logging as a defect. But right until your screenshot is there, developer will not agree. Or until your screenshot is there, right, nobody knows how what is the step, how to proceed for that one. In case it is a technical, non-technical person, right, they do not know anything about the application or technical knowledge or programming knowledge. Then how can you they work on that, right? So in case you are providing the proper step with screenshot, they can easily identify that kind of problem is happening like that. So that is the reason taking screenshot is one of the mandatory evidence to view and understand why the test has failed. User can take the screenshot in image file, any format, it can be JPG, JPG, PNG like that. Some of the possible scenario where user might need to capture screenshot using Selenium WebDriver. Sometime, right, there is a application failure. There is an assertion failure, right? The web element you are trying to identify it is not able to do it. Sometimes there is a timeout, means page is taking more time, right, to load it, right? Or sometime an exception or error is coming during the runtime. That is the reason you need to always capture the screenshot. So capturing screenshot in Selenium WebDriver is a three-step process. First, you need to create an object or instance for the text insert interface. So you need to typecast the driver here. Then, once it is done, you are creating the object or instance for the text screenshot interface. Then there's a method available called get screenshot as. Then with the help of that, you need to save it in source file, which you type will be output.type.file, and then you can move it from source to destination file. That is the way you can capture the screenshot with the help of file handler class, and there is a method available called copy. So this is the three-step process. So I will explain. Okay, then how you can capture the screenshot. Then you can easily understand. Okay. So let's create the object or instance first, and then I'll create the also a method also reusable method so that I can call that method and I can capture the screenshot any point of time. Okay, in case you do not know, you could see I just simply printed text AC. So automatically it is showing that interface, right? I text screenshot. I can create some object called SCREENSO screenshot, that is the variable or object. So that is the interface. So I cannot directly create the object or instance. So I need to typecast the driver here. So that is the part you need to do. Okay, so error message gone. Then second step I will follow it. So here it mentioned I need to store in some src file. So I will be calling that one first. I'll be calling that get screenshot method, right? Output time will be text screenshot. So here it will be output type dot file. Yeah, output type coming from Selenium dot, here I need to give dot file. I'm storing in file out type. So here I will be also storing using the file class from the Java file src file source file, right? Then I need to so file class is coming, so I need to okay, and get screenshot as output times in the type is to file. Yeah, okay. Then I need to store in some destination file, right? Somewhere. So how can you do that? File equal to new file, and you can give the path. File, say dest file, destination file, equal to new file. And here you need to give the path. So anywhere, right, I want to store it. So suppose say in that particular file I need to store, there is nothing available, so I can store it with any name. Okay, I can give some name called test.png. That is the file I want to store it. My screenshot to the extension will be png. Then what is the third one? Third one is the last method is file handler class you need to again use. Then copy method src destination file. That is the way you can capture the screenshot. So file handler, you do not know, just simply use it. File handler is dot copy method, you could see source file to destination file. And you need to, this is the file related class, either you need to surround the try catch block on throw declaration. So I'll be using exception. Now it's done. Now if you try to run your code, so same way code will be executed, but it will capture the screenshot in the Selenium training folder. Name will be test.png. Okay, so now execution done, but I want to capture the screenshot, so I will go to that one. You could see now test.png file created. What is time? 7/10/2023, 7:26 p.m. Now if you open it, you could able to see drag and drop is happening, right? And that screenshot taken by the system. Now questions will come that, right, I want to capture the screenshot in all the possible shape, right? I want to, after opening the page I want to take the screenshot, after drag and drop happening I want to screenshot, even after the closing the browser, sometimes other way, right? Validation is there, you need to capture the screenshot. So what you need to do, right, you need to create, copy the same line of code and need to create a method which is the reusable component. That is the, in the real time framework also you will be creating a reusable component. So I'll be creating a reusable component called public, and I'll be giving a static. Why? So that I no need to create or any object or instance, right? In the main method I can directly call that one void text screenshot method name. Here you need to provide some reference called WebDriver driver equal to driver, and another is the path, file path, right, where you need to capture it. So it will be string, file path will be always string. So this is the, in the method this is the argument file path. And here I can simply copy that line and paste it. I can comment it out. So what is the importance of reusable component you can slowly understand. Okay, that part is fine. I will not change anything. Okay, that part is also still fine. I will not change anything. But in the destination part, right, in case you always every time you need to, right, go with test.png, it will replace the old one. So every time it will be replacing your part. So definitely in the real time you don't want to give any name, right? Instead of that you want to give dynamic name. Okay, so what we can do, so that path I can simply give it. Okay, then here, okay, that is the path I can give it. In that path I want to capture the screenshot and then I can concatenate, right? So there is a method called system dot current util. One second. Okay, plus system dot current millisecond. So millisecond will be always unique in the system. So in that particular folder there will be created with millisecond format, then again concatenation, and again double quote, then dot png extension, png, any kind of extension you can give it, either png or jpg or jpeg, like that. Okay, so this part is done. Now file handler destination file, that is same also. Okay, or here I have given the file path, so you can also change it to file path. Later point of time we will give it. Let's comment it out for now. So here you can give that file path reference because that is the argument I want to pass it. Now we need to again surround with the try catch block or throw declaration in that level also. So here what is the method? Public type means it will be accessible at anywhere within that particular class, right? Why we have defined static means in that main method I no need to create any object or instance, automatically I can call the method directly. That is the reason static. You already seen, right, static last session, right? I already covered last before in Java session. What is the importance of static? Why it is return type? It is not returning anything. It is working as per the thing. It is not returning anything in the console, but it is just acting it, capturing the screenshot. So similar code I have written and I am just doing it. Now after opening the page I want to capture the screenshot, and then again after, right, again after drag and drop happening up I want to capture a screenshot. So how can I simply do it? Okay, so what I will do now, I will call that method. Okay, so class reference I will give it, class reference session 7. If you just give it session 7 dot, what is the method is coming, you could see capture screenshot. So first I will be giving the driver reference and here I will give the path. So this is the way I will give the path. So this line I have written, right? So this path I can give it. Yeah, I will take your question, hold on. Okay, now what is the benefit? So that I no need to create the method every time. In case I want to call n number of time, I will simply call it here. Same way. You no need to change it. You are simply calling the method. And now in case you want to change it here, you can just update in the method automatically, everywhere it will get impacted. Now let's remove the test folder also. So that particular folder will be blank. Now we will try to execute the code, and how many screenshots I want to capture? I want to capture 2 screenshots. One is after opening the jQuery page and one is after the drag and drop is happening. So that is the way. In case you want to have capture the screenshot 10 or 10 things, just you will be just copying the same line 10 number of time after where you need to do it. So you no need to create the n number of line of codes. You just simply calling the method whatever already written to capture the screenshot. That is the reason we are creating dynamic argument called file path, and we are providing during the method call time. Okay, now let's try to run the code and let's see how much screenshot it is capturing and where it is saving. it should save in the same folder, but it will be with the millisecond precision, so that it will be unique. Millisecond will be always unique. Now you could see here two screenshots captured with the millisecond precision. One you could see here before drag and drop happening after opening the page, and second one after drag and drop is happening. So that is the way, right? Generally in real time we should always create the reusable component, and we should call those reusable component as and when required, so that in case you need to change somewhere, you will be simply updating the reusable component, and automatically wherever your reusable component is getting called, automatically it will be getting updated there. Okay, so that is the beauty of the like reusable component, and why you have defined public static, so that it will be visible across the class. And static means in case you are using it anywhere, right, you no need to create the object or instance. Without creating the object, in case you are defining the method as static, you can call it directly. That is the benefit of the static method. Okay, yeah, your question please. Who was having the doubt? Anyone from these two topic? How to like handle the element, that is the one part. Sorry, how to handle the frame, how to drag and drop an element, how to create the, how to capture the screenshot in the normal code, and how to create a reusable component, and how to call it in multiple number of times. Okay, these are the four things I have covered so far. Any questions? I will take it forward. Is it clear, guys? Are you not able to understand or any doubt? Let me know. Yeah, we'll discuss once more. This part you need to practice it. It looks very easy, straightforward, but it's not like that. Okay, even if I ask like 1 or 2 or 3 years real time automation expert, they will sometimes struggling here. Okay, to write the code. No, Pankhuri, I am not able to hear you. Yeah, that is the method coming from the Java. System is the class is defined in the Java, and that is the method current dot time millisecond. It will give you the millisecond precision format. So that is the format you will be getting it like that, millisecond part. Okay. So system is the class. It is coming from Java. So this is the part, right? In where I want to capture the screenshot, because this is the string format, guys. So that is the reason it is within the double quote. Then I am concatenating, right? So this is the part, because it is a numeric part. There is no requirement of double quote. Then again I am concatenating. Again this is the string part. I am again defining in the double quote. Any kind of format you can give, dot jpg, jpg, or any kind of format. So whatever format you will be giving, this is the suitable format to capture the screenshot. You can just store it. So system is a predefined class in Java, and this is the method coming from the system class to take it with the millisecond format, because millisecond will be always unique. Sometimes second, minute might not be unique. That is the reason in the real time it should take that millisecond format, so that your screenshot should be always unique. In case you want to capture screenshot 20 screenshot in your code, you can do it. So it will capture the 20 screenshot. After that you can analyze it easily. Pankhuri, I am not able to hear you. Other person, are you able to hear Pankhuri? Yeah, you can ping your question here, what you are having. Okay, cool, thanks. So I am again explaining here, okay, once more time. So what we have learned so far. So first thing is that in any web page, sometime you are identify the element uniquely, right, with any kind of element locator. But in case still you want to interact, you find that element is not clicking, or operation is not happening. So what is the primary reason for that? There might be couple of reasons. Sometimes your element locator might got changed, element got vanished from the system, or sometimes there might be timeout issue, synchronization issue. If it is taking more like 1 minute time to load it, so that definitely is not happening. Sometimes there might be frame or iframe available, so that might be the one of the issue. So in case how you can get it, just press F12 button, go to the page, and you can type with control F with like iframe or frame. In case any kind of frame or iframe with the tag name, not the text, in case any kind of tag name is available, then you need to handle the frame. How can you handle the frame? There's a three way. One is with indexing. Indexing will start with 0 1 2 3 like that. In case your frame count is 4, so indexing will start with 0 1 2 and 3. After that, you can handle the frame with indexing or frame name or ID or the web element reference. And here I also showed you, right, how to drag and drop. There's an action class available, and in the action class there are a lot of methods available for single click, like context click, double click, drag and drop. You can do it. And capturing the screenshot is always really required, because in the real time also you need to capture the screenshot. Whatever test case is passed, fail, or any kind of defect logging, also you need to provide the proper justification with the screenshot. So you can create the screenshot. You can just three-step process. You need to first call the create the object or instance for the text interface, sorry, text screenshot interface. Then you need to call that get screenshot as method. Then and the third step, you need to use the file handler class and the copy method. And definitely you need to store in some destination file. But in the real time, you should generally create a reusable component or method with access modifier as public and non-access modifier as static. Why? So that you can directly call the method in anywhere, in case you are defining public and static. And return type, it will be always void, because that is not returning anything in the console or any output properly in the console, but it is just acting right based on the method and based on the step you written is capturing the screenshot. So that this particular method you can call anywhere, right, 10 times, 20 times, after each navigation, right, after each element click you can do it also, so that automatically you store the screenshot. So whenever you are capturing the screenshot, it should not give any hard coded name, otherwise every time that will be replaced by the new one. That is the reason, right, you should create something called dynamic, so that for every operation, so wherever you want to capture the screenshot, it will, right, create the unique screenshot properly. So you can use the extension for that called like system dot current get, like current millisecond, that format, because millisecond will be always unique, right? Okay, second might be not be unique. Suppose two step might be happening in a single second, but millisecond will be always unique. So that is the way, right, you can capture the screenshot as well. Then how to handle alert or pop-up window using Selenium WebDriver. So what is alert? So sometime in case you are clicking some option, button, link, sometimes some pop-up might be come, and those pop-up you cannot identify any kind of ID attribute, all this stuff, because those will not come, right, sometime whenever you are pressing F12 button you are not able to see anything. So alert is a small message box which displays on-screen notification to give the user some kind of information or ask for permission to perform certain kind of operation. It may also used for warning purpose. Alert is in web page is a Java properties but not the HTML properties. That is the reason alert cannot be recognized through element inspection. Okay, so alert interface provides the few of the important methods that are widely or commonly used for Selenium WebDriver. In case you want to dismiss the alert, so alert, in case what is the generic type of alert might come. So in case some alert is coming, there might be yes, no, or OK cancel button. Either I can click on OK or yes, or either I can click cancel. Or sometimes there might be some sort of text box might come where you need to enter the value, and also sometimes you need to get the text of the alert. So these are the four primary things we generally do with the help of with alert. So we can dismiss the alert with the help of the dismiss method. We can accept the alert with the help of the accept method. We can get the text of the alert with the help of get text method, or sometime we can send some keys to the alert with the help of send keys method. Okay, now we'll see how we can handle the alert. So this is the URL here for handling the alert. Okay, so you could see here, if you click here, right, this is the only OK button is coming, means only you can accept or dismiss. Okay, you could see you successfully click on alert, right? There is a alert, where OK or cancel button is there. You can accept the alert or dismiss the alert. You could see click cancel. Or sometimes there is a alert where you can OK cancel, so along with that you can enter some value. Say test 1 2 3. After that, if you click on cancel, it will be simply dismisses. But if you click on the OK, you could see here it is entered 1 2 3. So this is the alert interface, alert particular URL where you can get lot of alert. Okay. So now after the alert is there, right, I need to click on any button. So I can press F12 button here and I will try to identify the element first. So you could see there is nothing available called any kind of attribute. So I need to create a XPath. So what is the tag name called button and what is the text? This is the text. So I will create the XPath, press Ctrl F / button, that is the tag name, go with third bracket, and here you can give text equal to, you could see one of unique element, right, that is highlighting the element. So I can click on that element. After that, alert will be displayed. So what I will do, driver dot find element by dot xpath dot click. After that, alert will be coming. So there are three ways you can accept the alert, you can dismiss the alert, you can get the text, you can enter some value. Okay. So what I will be doing, first I will dismiss the alert. Once I am clicking on that, so how I will do it, driver dot switch to dot alert dot dismiss. Okay. So now let's try to run the code and let's see whether the alert is getting dismissed or not. It will click on the cancel button, alert is coming. Okay, you could see enter null means it's cancelled. Okay, this is the only options. Then next one, I can get the text of the alert. So how can I get it? Driver dot switch to alert, it is coming from the alert interface, dot get text. So what is return type? Coming from the alert interface, return type is string. So I can store in some string, say alert text, and I can print it out. So this is the second method. Then I can enter some value, right, in that particular text box, dot send keys. This is the third method. Any kind of thing, maybe say test alert, that I want to enter. So after that, I want to accept the alert, dot accept instead of dismissing. So this is the four important method we use to deal with the alert. Run as. So it will open that alert, it will enter the value, it will click on the OK. You could see now it's entered test alert. So that is the thing I want to enter. And now if you go to the thing, you could see that is the coming, right? What is the alert text is coming called IMGS is from. If you click here, so that was the text of the alert, right? This is the text. It is getting printed in the console. So that is the way you can handle this kind of alert. Because in case you are opening this alert, right? If you press F12 button, you will not able to do anything. You are not able to find the inspector element also. You cannot mouse it over once the alert is coming. So that is the problem. So that is the reason you need to always take help from the alert interface, where this kind of four method available called accept, dismiss, get text, and send keys for entering the text in the alert. Okay, I'll cover one part, then I will go for the questions again. The next one is headless browser testing. What is headless? Means there will be no head, right? So now in case you are doing the execution, you are able to see the navigation, how it is happening. it is opening the page, all this stuff. But in case I don't want to open the browser, right, also still I can do the execution using the Chrome driver also. Sometimes some of the system they do not have any browser installed, or maybe browser installed but still you are not able to launch the browser, or sometimes some problem with the version, all this stuff, so you can go with the headless mode. Okay, so performing test execution of the web application without opening a browser is called headless browser testing. That is the very important, right? Sometime interviewer might ask the question, what is headless browser, how can you do it? I will cover everything. The headless browser acts similar to a normal web browser. User have full control over the web pages loaded into the headless browser. The only difference is user will not be able to see a graphical user interface which is called GUI. Nothing, it is not new. GUI or the graphical user interface, you are not able to see it, recognize it. Sometimes user have no options other than headless testing when user's machine does not have a GUI. For instance, in case user want to run your execution in a Unix test, but Unix system, so they do not have any GUI. But how you can do certify your execution? So you need to go for the headless browser testing. It is recommended to use a headless browser when tests are executed in parallel, as user interface based browser consumes a lot of memory or resources, so headless browser can be used for server side performance testing too. Anyone can run test case using headless browser, then user will get the result in quick span of time or in very similar, very minimal time. Okay, so that is the true important. Sometimes your system there is no browser at all. Sometimes proper browser is not working. Sometime you want to do the faster execution, because here in case you're opening the browser, closing it, navigation, it might take memory, right, usage. Sometime also execution will be low, speed will be low, but I don't want to open everything, but I want to get the desired result. So you can do it with the help of the headless browser testing without opening the browser as well. Okay, so some of the example of the headless driver include HTML unit, Ghost, Phantom JMS, Chrome, OTR, WebDriver, and Zombie. But most important used headless browser is called HTML unit, which is the lightest weight and fastest implementation headless browser of a for a web driver. It is based on HTML unit. It is known as headless browser driver also. It is same as like Chrome, Firefox, right, Safari, everything. But it does not have any GUI. What is the syntax here? WebDriver equal to new HTML unit driver. So what you need to do first, you need to go to the Google. Simply go to the Google. Okay, type it here, HTML unit driver, HTML unit driver, Selenium download. Simply type it. You could see here a lot of releases might be coming there, and you can simply download any kind of right here. Okay, so yeah, that part you can download it. So after downloading, you just need to extract it like that, and similarly it will look like that. Selenium WebDriver like that, right? Dependencies. That part you can download, any version you can download. So it is just like the normal jar file, Selenium jar file, right? You have already downloaded similarly to jar file. So what you need to do first, if you want to do with the HTML unit driver, you need to go to the project, and you need to select the project, right click here, go to the properties, go to the Java build path, right click on the add external jars, and you need to add it also into your project. So automatically all your class will be impacted. Now what you can do, just I will simply comment out for now, and how you will be creating the driver here. It will be called simple annotation, WebDriver driver equal to new HTML unit. unit driver. As we already associated the path, so you don't need to give any path. Already associated it in the Chrome drive, I mean in the project. Now similar way I can go with driver dot get. Any window you can open it. So I want to open the same window, right? That window I can open it. That page. Then how can you understand whether that page is opening or not? You can give something called SOISO, right? Driver dot get title and driver dot get current URL. So that part you can print it out in the console so that it does not matter whether opening or not. I want to get the desired result, right? So it will what will happen? It will execute the test case. It will not open any web drive page, but it will just give you the result of the console without opening anything. So without driver install, with the help of the HTML unit driver, you can get the desired result. You could see that is the right title and that is the current URL. You are getting the result everything, but there is no browser need to be open because that is the HTML unit is the lightest web driver. You can use it. Apart from that, right, Chrome driver also you can make it headless so that it will not launch the browser but it will do the execution similar fashion. So how can you do it? So first thing is that for the Chrome driver also what you can do. So first you will take the path here. So it will not open the driver. So it will not open the browser. Okay. So first thing is that you need to use something called Chrome option. Okay, to make it headless. So after setting the properties, I'll be making something called Chrome option. CHROMEOP options. It is coming from org.open.selenium.op. I can give something called options equal to new Chrome option. That is the additional part you need to add it. Okay. Okay. Then you need to make it headless. So with the help of that options variable or object whatever you have created dot set headless method available. Headless, you could see set headless coming from the Chrome option and you can make it true, set headless true, so that I want to make it headless so that it will not open. Now driver equal to new Chrome driver and here you need to give that options. Okay, that part might not be required. Maximize, minimize, that does not have any impact. So it will open the page and it will get the title and URL, all this stuff. So it will not actually do the execution in GUI level, but in the background it will do the execution and it will give you the result in quick span of time because it is not using much memory because in the background it is happening and it is not opening any page, right? And you can get the desired result. So that is the way Chrome also sometime you can make it like headless, but most of the time you'll be using HTML unit driver because that is the lightest weight and fastest driver in the market for Selenium. So in case you are using HTML unit driver at least 30% time, sometime you can save it during overall execution. It will not open any GUI, it will not open any browser, it will do, you can do the your execution, you can get your desired result also, but it will not do anything in the UI level. So this is called headless browser testing. Any questions from these two topic, guys? Are you clear? Sumon? Yeah. Alert is I already mentioned, right? Sometime some of the pages, right? In case you are clicking some option, sometimes some window might pop up, right? Which you cannot detect with the help of the inspector element. Okay, so you cannot there cannot have any, you cannot even open the inspector element for this kind of alert. So they will be not be having any idea all this stuff. So how can you handle the alert? So alert might be having sometime this option only, maybe yes or okay button, sometime yes no or okay cancel button, or sometime there might be some text field, right, might come where you can enter some value, after that you can yes press or okay or cancel like that. So in the alert interface, there are four options available, four methods available for handling it. You can accept the alert, so the alert will be accepted. You can dismiss the alert, it will be cancelled. You can enter the value in the alert, or sometimes you can get the text of the alert also. So that is called alert. Okay. So methods available, right? One is accepting, dismissing, get the text of the alert, means whatever text is already there, or sometime you can end, right, add some keys in the text box of the alert, and then you can accept it. Suppose sometime alert is asking you to give your mobile number, right, so that it will match in the mobile number. In case matching, then only it will be navigating to the next page or the next URL, all this stuff. Sometimes happen. Sometimes it is asking for the password. You already tried to log in using a username, but sometimes for the reconfirmation, it is asking for OTP, all this stuff, right? So you need to give it that one. So that are the different kind of alert might come in the real time also. But you cannot detect it using inspector element. So you need to always handle the alert using these four methods, which will be coming from the alert interface from the Selenium WebDriver only. Yeah, anyone, any other? All good so far, guys? Okay. So there are three more topics from today's session. It's called cookies. So what is cookies? Forget about Selenium, all this stuff. Okay. In case you are working with your laptop, desktop, or mobile, right? You are surfing some pages. You could see that something will be stored in as your history part, right? Suppose in case you are going to some Facebook and you case you should try some type something, right? It will be stored. Okay, that is called cookies. Sometimes you are surfing some web page. That web page still be stored in laptop, mobile, or desktop. So it will be based on your settings, based on your browser, right? In case you are storing in something called Chrome browser, but it will not be same with the Firefox. It will vary from the driver to driver, browser to browser. So cookies are files stored in local computer, uh, mobile, containing information submitted by the website visited by user. The information is stored in key value pair. So you already learned, right? Especially for that mm, Java collection framework, what is key value pair, right? Has map, right? You already learned. This is called key value pair. Okay, and allows a particular website to customize its content as per the user. Every time user load the website, the browser send the cookies back to the server to notify the website of the user previous activity. Cookies have some specific lifespan defined by the creator. Sometimes they can hold 2 months, 3 months, like that. Cookies are domain specific, right? And it will be vary from browser to browser. In case you are you are having suppose 100 URL visited in for Chrome, but that will not be same for your Safari or the Firefox browser. Suppose in case your cookie maximum cookie you can store 100, and already 98 URL already visited, and today you are visiting new 5 URL. So what will happen? The last 3 will be removed and then new will be stored. New will be replacing the old one, and that will be storing. So cookies are case sensitive. In case you are like something called lowercase g and uppercase g, that is not the exact one. Okay. So that is the all about the cookie. Why the cookie is required in the real time testing as well. So sometimes, suppose say, just I want to give a application called retail e-commerce application. So what are the things you can do it? Okay. Log into the e-commerce site with the password credential. You can search different product. After the different product is searched, right? You can select the size, right? All this stuff. After that, you can add the product to the cart. You can just make the payment. You can, right, with different part, maybe credit card, like maybe the Google Pay, Phone Pay, debit card, all this stuff, net banking. After that product is like sometime you got the product, you can return the product, right? You can lodge a complaint, all this stuff. So in case you are storing all this part as part of your cookies, from the cookies history you can get to know what are the different functionality has been covered by your script, and that is giving you a holistic picture. So that is the real time also, right? Cookies sometimes required, and from the cookies name itself you can get the domain, cookies name, right? Or what are the other additional information like that. So what are the different operations you can do? You can add the cookies, you can get the cookies, you can get the cookie by name, You can delete all the cookies, right? You can delete the cookies by name also. So in general real time, what we need to do, let's disable these two code. Yeah, tell me. uh, yes, so I'll be doing it that one only. So after maximizing, so what I'll be doing it, there is a method available for deleting all the cookies. Okay, so what I'll do it, first I will be giving some implicit time out. So what is implicit timeout? I'll explain. Divert dot manage dot timeouts. Here I can give something called implicit timeout. Implicit wait, and you need to give here, like suppose say 30 second I want to wait, like, so it is time unit, time unit dot second. So that is also required, right, for that one. So what, why I am telling, suppose say in case you are giving same time out 30 second, so in case your page is not loaded, so it will wait for 30 second before throwing the error. So the one part I already told, right, what is method overriding. So in the generic, right, level you are giving 30 seconds, so you know that 98% part it will be done on 30 seconds, within 30 seconds. It might take 10 to 15 seconds to load the full page, but sometime it will require like one or two more pages, like 2 or 3 minutes. So those pages you can give the same method, and you can give it like instead of 30 seconds you can give it 120 seconds. So those parent child part it will override the parent part. So that is called method overriding. So this is timeout. Implicit timeout means, so page will wait for 30 seconds to load all the thing properly before throwing any error. Okay. So that is the way. Sometimes implicit timeout also plays a pivotal role. You need to give it in the real time during the browser configuration. And apart from that, I told, right, you need to use something called delete all cookies first. Okay. After opening the browser, when maximizing the browser. So driver dot manage dot, think delete all cookies. Yeah, delete all cookies. So automatically all the cookies will be deleted. Okay. Then here I can go with, suppose this part also fine, not be a problem. I can disable this line of code for now. Okay. So that is the way I can delete the cookies. Then how can I add any kind of cookie? After first you need to open the page, you need to launch a browser. Then with that part you can just add the cookies. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So implicit is, so divert.manage.timeout, that is the methods called implicit wait. You could see here timeout org.openqa, like this part is coming, and here you could able to see like this is the argument 0 and this is the time unit. So time unit I am giving time unit dot second, and 30 is the second. In case you are giving is minute, there is a method called also available called minute dot minute. So you can give it, right, called 1 minute. So that is the way it will change accordingly. Okay. So that is the exact value, and that is the time unit. So what will happen in case you are giving it implicit wait as 1 minute. Okay. So sometimes suppose you are opening a page, suppose your internet connection is slow, or sometime, right, page will be having lot of important element locator. It might take like 30 second, 40 second, 50 second time. But in case you are not giving it, right, sometime maybe after 10 second it will like try to load all the page, it will throw the error because page is not loaded. But in case you are giving implicit timeout, so it will wait for that maximum time before throwing any kind of error. So that is the way, right, you will get some time, but that is the maximum time. In case your page is loaded in 10 seconds, it will not wait for 1 minute. So that is the importance of the implicit timeout. So it is the minimal, whatever is faster that will take. Otherwise, in case page is not loaded, still it will wait for 1 minute. After that, still it is not loaded, or still it is not able to identify, it will throw the error. That is called implicit timeout. Yes, tell me. Yes, that is significance. I will discuss in the next topics. Okay, why it is important. Yeah, thread sleep is different. Okay, there is two other thing. Thread dot sleep. Why it is different? Because thread dot sleep means hard coded, right? Thread dot sleep. Suppose in case you are giving it 30 seconds, so it will always wait for 30 seconds. Does not matter that operation is happening in 1 second or 2 seconds, but still it will wait for 30 seconds. Means in case you are giving thread dot sleep for 10 times, so it will wait definitely taking 5 minutes more time. But your operation is happening in 30 seconds, suppose say 5 seconds, but still it will wait for 30 seconds. That is the problem called thread dot sleep, because that time it will wait. But implicit timeout means in case your operation you are giving is 30 seconds, but in case your operation is happening in 5 seconds, it will not wait for the remaining 25 seconds. It will proceed to the next step. That is the primary difference. So in the real time, we should not generally use thread dot sleep until it is very specific needed. I am not denying that we cannot use, but until specific needed, we should always use the implicit timeout. Okay, for the initial time, for the learning perspective, you should use the thread dot sleep, but in the real time, you should use the implicit time, because thread dot sleep will always wait for the time, but implicit time will wait in case whatever thing is happening previously, it will go for that one. Yeah, right. It will definitely, your execution time will be reduced overall, na. Okay. So I will let you know the importance of this particular part, and then what are the thing you can do for that cookies. You can add the cookie. Here you can use the cookie class after opening any page. Cookie, and you can create something called cookie one. Cookie one equal to new cookie. So it is a key value pair combination, I already told, right? So say I want to store the cookie name as say Google. Okay, that is the cookie I want to store here, and here I need to give, excluding the HTTPS part, www.google.com. That is not required. HTTPS part is not required. That is the way I will be trying to create a cookie, and you need to import the cookie class, right, from the what is open called Selenium. Then that is the way you are trying to create a cookie. Then what you can do, you need to add the cookie. So what you need to call driver dot manage dot add cookie method, and here you need to give the cookie one reference. So that is the way cookie one will be added to your browser. Now what you can do, you already learned, right, how to delete the cookie, add the cookie, and you can get the cookie also, right? So in case multiple cookie you are adding, you can get the cookie by get cookie, otherwise you can get it. So you can, if you want to print out something information, so I will get the cookie and then I'll print it out. So how can I get it? Driver dot manage dot get cookie named. What is the name of the cookie? Name of the cookie was Google, so this particular cookie I can get the information. So just simply I've added the cookie only URL. After that I did not add anything, but it will still give you a lot of value, right? Dot get value. 1 second, which will be double quote, because this is a string. 1 second, what happening? Dot get, yeah, get, you could see get name. Similar way you can get the other thing also. um, dot get path, get value, like that. So this is the way you can get the desired part. So you can add the cookie, you can delete the cookie, you can get the result of the cookie also, whatever way it is required. You could see now it will open the page, it will open the URL, and then it will store the cookie based on the information you have given, and you could see, right, what is the name, what is the path slash, and what is the value, www.google.com. That is the way. Whatever other method also there, you can just call them. But in the real time, right, we should always click clear the cookie. Sometimes some information might be available, right? You already seen that during the testing. Sometime after clearing the cookie, right, something might happen because sometimes some cookie information used to store. In case you are having some information on the postman also, right? API testing with postman. In case you already work, right? Sometimes you should notice that. Suppose say after you have did the setup last week and you have executed some like request part. Okay, those time that part executes successfully, and today by your code is not working properly, your API is not working properly. Still, if you are running, no error is showing, but it is giving the last saved record in the cookie. So that is the reason in most of the time in the real time also, before doing any fresh execution, I should always clear all the history of the cookie. So I can add the cookie, I can get the different information on the cookie, or I can delete the cookie also. Okay, then I can get to know the right different desired part from the cookie, right? What are the different way it validated, and it will give me the holistic picture, right? That how many different things it's already covered by our code, and I can get the complete coverage of the based on the right code design or executed. Okay, I'll cover these two topics, then I will again go for any kind of questions from any of the topic. Then I was talking about the implicit timeout, right? So this part you can get the importance of the implicit timeout. So there is an important method available called ByAll Locator in Selenium WebDriver. So ByAll is a extra special locator in Selenium WebDriver which help user to find the element based on the given locator. Locator could be anything like ID, name, class name, link text, partial link text, expert CSS also. So ByAll Locator tries to find the element using the fast locator if the element is not present. Then you wait for the given implicit wait time. Once it reaches the maximum wait time and there is no element present, then ByAll tries to find the element by second, third, fourth, like that. So in case you are using right ID, name, class name, XPath, you can give only the one value. But suppose say today my ID is not working, but can I use right XPath or CSS in the same line of code? No, because driver.find element only it will give you only one option out of the 8 element locator technique. But in case I want to use like multiple things in a single time, then how can I do it? Okay, so that is not possible. So what I'll do, I'll be using ByAll Locator. So let's open anything called Facebook page. Okay, so say in the Facebook page I want to interact with any element. Control F12. Okay, say this email field. So you could see name is email, ID equal to email. Sometime I can go with the class also. Sometime I can create the XPath also, right? So what I'll be doing here, in case I'm using divert.find element, either I can go with email, name, all this stuff one by one. But in case it's not working, then there is no other way. But in case I know that maybe that particular one attribute might change, so I can use two or three different things. But so for that I need to call ByAll Locator. Okay, so what I'll be doing ByAll Locator driver dot find element. Here I'll be giving something called new ByAll, and here I can give something called by dot name, and I can give something called email name. So that is my first locator, and then I can give something called by dot id. Okay, like that. Again it will be email, or I can go with another thing called by dot XPath. I can create some XPath here also. Control F. What is the input tag? Input, right? You are telling that how can I create the XPath for that one with the help of the any attribute. It does not matter, right? So I can use something called at the rate data hyphen test id, at the rate data hyphen test id. Okay, equal to what is the value is royal hyphen email. You could see 1 out of 1, right? That is the X path. It is not having any ID name, class name, all this stuff. Okay, so I can create it. So this is the 3 thing I have tried to create the X path. 1 second, what is happening? Syntax error. I need to import the ByAll. Yeah, ByAll already reported. Okay. New ByAll by.name email. Okay. New ByAll name. The last it will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. There will be one more bucket. No, this bucket will not be required. Yeah, so that is the way I need to create the code. Okay, now here it is a text button, right? I can send keys. So say I want to add something called Haradhan. Now you can just try to run it and let's see what's happening. So here instead of minute I can give it seconds. So let's try to give it second called 10 second. Okay, so you can get the desired result immediately. So if you're running the code, it will definitely work fine. Okay, it will enter Haradhan. But say whatever first field I have given, in case it's changed to email 1, right? But the correct thing is email. So what is happening? My first element locator is failing. So what it will go? It will go for the second one. But how much time it should wait? It should wait for the 10 second. And it will, in case it is not working, then for after 10 seconds it will go for the second one. In case it's working, that's fine. Otherwise, after 10 seconds again it will go for third one, fourth one, like that. Whatever options it is there, it will wait for that particular time maximum. In case nothing is working, it will throw the error. Now let's see one by one and let's see how it is happening. So first one will not work because it's email 1 I have changed. So it will wait for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it will enter the value for the second one. Based on the second match, it will wait for 10 seconds and then it will enter the thing. Right? After 10 seconds, it is entering Haradhan because now it is matching with here. Now again change it to ML2. So again it will not match. So here it will wait for 10 seconds, that is the implicit timeout. And again here it will wait for 10 seconds. After 20 seconds, it will go for third one and then it will work. So that is the beauty of the implicit time. So first one is not working. It will try to add, but it is not working. Again after 10 seconds, it will try to add. It is not working. And third part, it will try to go for this part. So that is the way it will work. Second part also not working. Now third part, it will try, you enter after 20 seconds. Now the third part is also not working. I have changed it also. 3. So after 30 seconds, it will throw the error that element not found. So here, what are the additional thing you are getting with the help of the ByAll Locator? Means you are able to go for 3 different options instead of 1 options. So that is the important beauty of the ByAll Locator. Okay, through which you can go for multiple option element locator and the value. In case one is not matching, it will go for second, third, like that one, and to wait for the time whatever you have given in the implicit timeout. So after 30 seconds it will give the error, because first 10 seconds it will go for the first option, second 10 seconds it will go for the second option, third last here based on the option it will wait for 10 seconds, and after all the options, in case the 5 options is there, so it will wait for 50 seconds maximum. After it will throw the error called element no such element found exception. So that is the way these two parties having the connection, and you can easily understand it. Okay. So after 30 seconds only it will throw the error. You could see now error message thrown. What is the error? No such element exception. Why? Cannot use the element because all three are incorrect only. Now in case you are just correct anyone, it does not matter, it will immediately work. Okay. So that is the importance of the ByAll locator. Okay. The last topics from today I'll cover, then I will go for any questions. So there is a sometime there might be some sort of auto search or drop down, means there is a drop down like any kind of search box, especially search engine. If you type something, suppose say Haradhan, you could see my channel name is coming called Haradhan Automation Library, or I am giving Haradhan AU. You could see Haradhan Automation Library is coming. So every time it will change it. Right now you could see Haradhan something memorial school is coming, then something is coming. But if I now select it, right? So next time if you just go to the Google again, if you type something same way Haradhan A, you could see now it is coming fast. So every time also your option will definitely get changed, as well as the sequence, right, numbering or the ordering might get changed also. So how can you, right, type something and based on that options coming, how can you select some value from the drop down, or how can you select some value from the auto suggested drop down? That part I will cover it. While user navigating to any software website, especially with the search box, and that search box shows auto suggest list when user types some word inside it. Simplest example of Ajax, this is called Ajax dropdown or auto suggest dropdown list, is Google search suggestion. When user types something inside it, it will show them a list of suggestion from where option can be selected based on the need. Expert pattern should be same for all Ajax auto suggested drop-down item. User need to use for loop to feed that changing value to expert of drop list different item. Other one thing user need to consider is that user don't know how many item is there in that list. So some keyword might have two items, something 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So how we will get the details? So let's try to write the code here. So instead of Facebook, I will try to go for that. Sorry, Google. I will go for the Google page. So this is the first one. I am opening the page. Then here this is the button, right? I need to enter some value. What is the identifier? Button identifier. You could see. Name is Q, that is unique. So I can identify the element called name. Dot send key. So what do you want to send? Space A. That part you want to send. Okay. Then you can wait for 2 or 3 seconds, because sometime, right, to retrieve all the list it might take some time, otherwise it might fail. Thread dot sleep, here you can give it for 3 seconds only, or 2 seconds is fine, 2 to 3 seconds is fine, because after entering some drop down might need to populate, it might take some time. After that what will be, you will be getting the drop down list, and you can mouse it over right here like that, any option, you could see all the list will be coming here, and this is the way you can create the expert. Okay. So press Ctrl F. What is the thing? Div, and class is that. So I'll be trying to create expert called div at the rate class equal to, you could see 9 option is there, right? 1, like that. If you go from the starting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the 9 option is there. Like here also 9 option is there. So now you can, if you want to get to know how many suggestion is there, you can also get to know, right, exact count also. So what I'll be doing, I will be first trying to identify with the help of the XPath driver dot find elements. What is the web element? List of web element will store by dot XPath. So I'll be storing in some list of web element, not this one. What is the XPath I have created? And I'll be storing in some list of web element. So I can give some variable called search option. Now I need to import the list from the Java util package. Okay. Then I can get the count. So what is the options available? How many options? So that is the option variable, and method is available called size. So I can get, right, how many. So it should match with exactly whatever coming in the manual way. It should be matched with 9. Now let's try to run the code and it should give me the output as 9, because manually also I'm going 9 after Haradhan. It should give me the 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. You could see it's giving us 10. Okay, let's see here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now it got to change 10, right? Now if we again also extract it, also it will be 10 only. Okay, now might be something might come also additionally. Okay, so that is the way it will vary. You could see here also it is coming 10 2, right? 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That is because Haradhan also saved here, right? Newly saved. That is the reason it's coming as 10. Okay, so it will depend, right, how many thing is option coming. Now I want to select the from this option Haradhan automation library. Then how can I select it? Simply I'll be creating a for loop for integer I equal to 0, I less than that option size, because it will go size minus 1, because starting from 0, I plus plus. So that part you already seen in the first few lines, right? Few session. So now what I'll do, I will be checking if my options dot get of I for every I, it will check dot get text dot equals ignore case you can do, right? Lowercase uppercase you can also ignore it. It does not matter which case you are coming. It is matching with Haradhan automation library, LIBRARY. It is matching with library. Then what will happen? I will simply want to click on that, for that I dot get of I dot click, and I want to break the loop, because I don't, once my match is successful, I don't want to, right, continue the loop, break the loop. So that is the way you can just select it using the code. You open the page, it will give you the result and it will select Haradhan automation library automatically, right, based on the thing you have given. So that is the way, right, you can get to know sometime, right, your code is required that how many suggestion is giving. You can definitely get to know, right? You can print out all the suggestion also that you already know, and also you can click on any of the options also, right? So that is the way, right, you can go for the this one, like how to select an option from the auto drop down. I'll repeat once more time, then I'll go for any question. So frame is nothing but sometimes something is embedded inside a page, like advertisement page or other stuff. So first you need to handle the frame, otherwise you will not able to interact with the element inside the frame. So You can get the count of the frame, then you can handle the frame with the help of the indexing or name or id of the frame or the element reference. Capturing screenshot is always required, right? What kind of testing you are doing for your evidence, whether it's a positive, negative validation or any kind of exception also. Without the proper screenshot, right, you can fight with the developer, business analyst, product owner, or any of the even stakeholder, right? This three-step process. For first, you need to create the object orientation for the text screenshot interface. Then you need to call the get screenshot as method. You need to store in some source file, and then you need to call the file handler method class and copy method. You need to store that source file in some destination file. Sometimes alert might be there, right, which you cannot detect it using the element inspector button. So there is a alert interface available in Selenium WebDriver, where there will be four methods available. You can accept the alert, you can dismiss the alert, you can get the text, or you can enter some value also. Headless browser testing is nothing but like your browser will or not be kind of opened up here. Sometimes some application might be having without GUI, right? Or sometimes some system is having without any browser setup. You can go with the headless browser testing, so it will definitely ease out your execution. It will increase the speed also. So you can use HTML unit driver, like also Chrome also you can make it headless, but Ghost, Phantom JS, Zombie JS, so here you can use it. Okay, cookies are nothing but the key value pair combination. You can store it. Okay, and every browser will be having the specific cookies based on the domain. Cookies are case sensitive, right? Cookies, maximum number of cookies can be stored into the domain. You can add the cookies, you can get the cookies, you can delete the cookies also. ByAll Locator is nothing but in case you want to use multiple element locator, right, with the help of the driver.find you cannot do it, but you can use ByAll Locator, where you can use multiple element locator like name, id, class name, expertise, all this stuff, and you can use implicit timeout, so that in case one is not working, right, it will wait for the maximum implicit timeout, it will go for the second, third, like that one. And in case nothing is working, then it will throw that no such element exception error. Sometimes some of the text field, right, if you enter something, it will give you suggestion. It will vary every time, every second, every minute. So sometime in case you want to get the how many number of options available, right, or if you want to select some option based on suggestion, you can also do it. So this what I already discussed. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.